Hi, my name is Hannah Fry and I am a marketing consultant. I'm here to help you guys design your marketing communications campaign for your brand Gators. Now, something I know about you guys is you've been in the market since 2002, which is great. But since then, trends have changed, which means most likely your target market is also changed. So there's definitely some room for improvement, which I'm here to help with. So, speaking of target market, this is basically narrowing your marketing scope to a more manageable group of people. So, for example, we could have a kid's toy, and this may have a target market of boys ages 9 to 11. And that is what they're going to use to focus on marketing. So, that means their design and more and their research and communications and everything is going to be focused around that age group. Now, for you, that is not going to be your target market. In fact, I did look at some surveys, and according to them, Gen Z is the target market on the rise for this specific brand of shoe. And Gen Z is ages 20 or younger. So, some pros to this generation that will definitely benefit us is they're most likely to follow trends. So, usually this is through social media or what they see their friends wearing, but basically, they kind of like influence each other to buy different products based on certain colors that are in, certain fashion and design. And this can be a really big one that is definitely going to help us out. And they're also definitely the easiest to market to. They're always on social media, and so it's really easy for us to get your product in front of them. So I just want to give a little persona of example of someone who is in Gen Z and what a typical customer might look for you. So we have a girl named Rachel. She's 17 years old. She lives in the suburbs. She typically spends her time on social media and hanging out with her friends. And something about her is that she tends to buy what's trending or what she sees influencers buying. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, but influencers are going to have a big impact for us. But moving on to our next topic for target marketing is research. So this is where we are going to obtain detailed info or information and relate it to our target market regarding what tastes do they have. We really want to get to know your target market and see where at this time, what are they interested in, what are they wearing. You want to make sure what kind of shoes are they buying right now. Just something to definitely consider as we're trying to position your product. Another thing is communications. So what I want us to focus on is inbound marketing strategies. So this is using social media and advertising to help spread your brand nationally. And since we are using inbound marketing, we can potentially even spread it international, which would be great for your business. And another really important thing that I'm sure you guys are aware of is the design. The fashion industry is very innovative and temporary because it's just continuously changing. There's always new updates to what is happening, and as being a shoe wear business, it is really important to stay on top of the changes that are happening. And also just genuinely really important for you to have innovative designs of your own. This is definitely going to help keep you guys standing out from your competitors as well. Another really great thing for you guys to have, especially if you're targeting this specific market, is a modern, easy website. So people in this generation, I don't really want to put it this way, but they can seem to be a little bit lazier. And it's good to be honest, and because you really need to get to know your target market, but they are. So how does this relate to your website? Basically, they need to be able to click on your website, see what they want. They need visuals, so they want to be able to find exactly what kind of shoe they're looking for, the colors, the designs, and we have to make sure those visuals are really accurate too, because we want them to be able to know that they're actually getting what they see on a screen. Now, on your website, you can also incorporate a place where people can subscribe to a newsletter. And a place you can also have them do this is when they are ordering online, which they can also do through your website. You can have them put in their email, and this will become where you send your newsletter to. It's kind of a little bit of a tricky way for us to add in a little bit of marketing. So we will activate newsletters to each subscriber of the website in order to promote the catalog of what you sell. And once you have catalogs going, you can really get people more interested. They're going to be like, oh, I didn't know they had this new shoe coming out. Just another way to market. But now something I really want to focus on is promoting through social media, that being Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. There are other social media platforms, but these are typically the 3 I want to focus on. So something you can do through this is post pictures or updates of what your brand has coming. So you could have, let's say you have a new design for your shoe and you want to post on Instagram. This way, several people are going to be scrolling on their phone and they're going to see a pop-up ad of your guys' new shoe. This can be a great way because so many people are on social media, especially for this generation. Now, here's something even more interesting about using social media. There are people who I like to call influencers, and they're basically just people who have bigger platforms and they have fans on social media. What you can do is you can send your product for free to influencers, and then what they're going to do is post about your product and promote it and make it seem like it's the greatest product in the world and people have to buy it. And you may think that sounds silly and how is that really going to work, but it genuinely works. Thousands and thousands of people every day will spend money just based on what they see influencers they follow post. Something to keep in mind is it's definitely important to pay attention to who is trending, who is sending out positive messages, because you don't want to leave your brand in the hands of somebody who is necessarily not having a positive platform. Just something really important to keep in mind. But that is what I have for you and for your marketing communications campaign. I think this is a bunch of great information to help you guys get started. Just to recap, your target market is going to be Gen Z, that is ages 20 and younger. And then we went over some of the marketing strategies I have for you guys. But thank you so much for your time, and I hope you guys like my ideas.